You can't avoid losses, they're inevitable. And this is how you manage them on a weekly basis so you can come out at the end of the week with money in your account and something to trade next week. Okay, this is a quick little update on my trades from last week. Now, last week was super slow. I did not trade that much. I only took 2 trades actually. One was break even and one was a loss. So I ended the week down $1,000 last week, which wasn't the best, but it was okay. So starting off here on Monday, this was the actual trade that I took here. I noticed that we had this gap from Sunday night that we still hadn't fully filled in. We filled this in right here with this push up, but we did not fully fill in the gap. So there was still a supply zone up above waiting to be tapped into. So I was simply waiting on it as it was going up and up and up. I had a couple demand zones below marked out, waiting for a possible retrace to tap in and continue higher. Never came back. Same with this one. I had this marked up, but this actually came up and tapped into that supply zone from over here. Now I saw that it rejected twice and created a double top, which is one of my trading strategies, the EMA breakout. So might as well take it because it's what I took the week before multiple times and won. So might as well take this again and try to ride it down into my demand zone. So it's exactly what I did. I entered in right here on the close of this bearish candle, right when it closed underneath the 13 EMA. Got a nice double top, tapped into a supply, confluences stacking up. Got a nice closure. All I was looking for was this little quick scalp right down to this actual demand zone. But unfortunately, I pulled my stop loss to break even way too quickly. So as you can see, we hit a 1-to-1 real quick. Within the first 10 minutes of this trade, we hit a 1-to-1. So instead of just letting it, have some breathing room, I went ahead and I pulled my stop loss to break even, which I typically do on most of my trades. Once it hits 1-to-1, I go break even. It helps save me a lot of money and a lot of trades, or a lot of losses in general, when I move to break even if I'm going for something further like my 1-to-2s. So break even it was, came back, boom, stopped me out at break even. It is what it is. Didn't make anything, didn't lose anything. That's the most important thing. So, as you can see, the damn thing ended up continuing down exactly how I wanted it to. Ended up tapping right into this demand zone and just took off right out of there, right off that demand, which this would have been another good entry here. I could have taken a buy entry off of this to break a candle, stop loss below that wick there, and just look for a 1-to-2. I could have done that, but it would have been breaking my rules because this is out of my trading time frame. This gray area here on my screen, on my chart, this is my trading time frame. This is the time that I trade Asia session, and I try to stay as strict and disciplined to that as I can. So I'm limiting myself from over trading or just doing too much and losing too much money. It's the last thing you want, less is more. So I was already done. I had closed up shop for the night, wasn't even looking at this, came back to it a few days later, saw that, okay, it actually did end up playing out after it stopped me at break even, tapped the zone, went, missed out, but it's okay. The second trade that I took last week, which was a loss, was also on NASDAQ. The 5-minute, the same thing that I always trade. And it was the same thing. It was a double top after a very bullish push up here. We had been pushing up for quite some time. We had a huge gap down here from when market actually closed that day and then reopened for Asia session. I was looking for this to pull back, retrace a little bit. because it pushed up, it filled in all these gaps over here, and it stalled out. It started chopping right here, and it actually created multiple tops right here. So I thought, okay, it's a safe bet to take, a little scalp. It's a part of my strategy. It's a 13 EMA breakout. So that's exactly what I did. I entered just like normal right here, right when this candle closed below the 13 EMA. Put my stop loss above that same candle, going for a 1 to 2. And as you can see, the damn thing took me out. It wanted to just push up one more time, create another top, which stopped me out. So I lost money on all 5 accounts. It was only like $200-ish. So overall, it was $1,000 loss. Stopped me out and then proceeded to play out. These things happen. There's nothing you can do about it. You can only control your emotions and not get, revengeful and jump back in and, oh, I need this, I need this, I need it. You took my money, I need my money back. Just let it happen. Let it be. You took your trade, it lost. And then even the re-entry on this wasn't even that valid. It wasn't as strong as what I would like. The re-entry would have been this next candle that closed under after I got stopped out. We pushed back down. It held these highs, pushed back down and closed here, but I just did not like this long wick on the bottom of this candle, so I just avoided it. Stayed away, closed up shop for the week basically, which I did. This was Thursday. The first trade was Monday. I came back on Friday, but obviously Friday Asia session is closed, so I was at work trying to look at the charts in the morning, but I was able to catch myself in the moment, stop myself. No, this isn't your trading session right now, and you're done for the week. Thursday afternoon is the last, Thursday evening, night, whatever time it is, Asia session. This is the last trading day of the week for me. So you got to be done. So I shut it all down. Didn't trade anything Friday. Luckily, avoided any losses or anything like that. Walked out of last week with $1,000 down. Now I made $3,000 the first week. I lost $1,000 this last week. And now this week, we're seeing what we can do. That's just a quick recap of, my last week's trading performance, the 2 trades that I took, the break even, the loss. I just want to be transparent and show you guys that taking losses is okay. It's a part of the process. You have to understand that it's inevitable. You're going to take losses through this journey. You can't avoid it. So you just got to work through it, work around it, work with it. Take the loss, walk away, come back the next trading session with a clear, level mind, ready to go, so you can potentially make that money back. But don't come into the next trading session thinking, I need my money back. You stole from me last time. You're going to lose. You're just going to force things. You got to show up every single day with the same mindset, stay disciplined, follow the rules, look for the same trade setups, make sure all your confluences are met, and then keep the risk management in control. Just because you lose, with this, I lost $1,000, that's $200 in an account. I'm not going to go into Monday thinking, oh shit, you stole all my money, I'm down $1,000, now I need to up my risk to try to make that back super fast. That's how you're going to blow accounts. That's how you're going to lose money on top of money on top of money. Just avoid that. Just stay true to your plan and trust it day over day. It sucks some days, it's good other days, but in the long term, you're going to slowly trend up and up and up. And that's what you want. That's how you become successful with this. This is how you become consistently profitable. That's what I'm still striving to be. And I'm trying my damnedest every single day to be as disciplined, follow my rules, and do all the things that I talk about. Because if I talk about them, I better freaking follow them. So with that being said, if If you want to continue following along with my journey with all these trade breakdowns, I am posting things on my Instagram, on my TikTok, daily, updating, quickly on my stories, letting you know exactly what I took, how much money I made, how much money I lost. Just trying to be as transparent as I can through all this. So if you want to follow along, go follow me. It's all Sean B Trades on every platform, TikTok, Instagram, here on YouTube. Feel free to subscribe. But until next time, stay disciplined.